looks like we have some technical difficulties, and there we are. Okay. So hello everybody. Just going to send out the link as usual. Okay, so then we're on here. We'll just check out. So it's the Mexican Grand Prix here. A very fun and hard track, I'd say. Very difficult. On the track map, Stevie puts on the first time of the day here for the guys, and it's a 116 blank. Then Rusty comes out right behind with a 117.8, and then just right behind Suzuki splits the three guys beforehand and puts in second place. Then Frosty comes right behind him. Got the telemetry going on, we got the tires. Okay, that's very interesting. I'll say that will be a dry race from the fact that Suzuki and Jesper is running the medium compound. I'm pretty sure that we're seeing a dry race now out here. Jay just went onto the grass, having already put in his time in, probably letting the guys in front ahead. So Ankbank, real fast guy there in the orange McLaren, puts it in pole, provisional pole that is, with all very close to a 1 second gap on the soft. Then the TV does improve, so now it's only around 4/10 of the lead to Ankbank. Not saying that's small, and that's a huge gap. Tambar have been looking really good this season. These last couple of races, currently is in the bottom, but is running mediums, and this is looking like an improvement of 2 seconds as he relegates that one. Let's go on here with Mo Papa Cowboy in the Red Bull. So first off, also one is a 29 first sector. I'm not sure if that's good or not. I'm really not into the sector times as much. Then going into this very hard section, you can either get denied or spun. Oh, so close, but he gets the S section done. Now 57.8 in sector 2. There we have Jesper giving place. That's clean. Then here, taking a lot of curb, of course. I'll say he nailed the PRL a bit too wide on exit. And that's 13th place for the Red Bull driver, a 117.9. Letting this one a moment by. But he's also going to the pits. Then oh, Michael is doing the same. Okay. Did not feel, probably felt a bit uneasy on the mediums or something. Because, well, yeah, you should probably have gone there. But then Albada is out here on track. That was some technical difficulties. I think my Wi-Fi is having a bad day. But so we're close to the 9-minute mark, which then means that we have half of the session to go of qualifying. Very interesting to see. Spectator, yeah, gladly. Wait, we have. This is weird. So we have 70 minutes. That's not correct. I don't want to hinder the guys, so I'll see what I can do about that. Meanwhile, we'll follow Ankfang here, who is currently our quickest guy. Oh, as he spins! The leading car spins! Oh my days! But it looks like he doesn't have any damage. At least not on his rear wing, sorry, front wing. But that is quality over for Ankbank, I'd assume. With this new crash model of the 21 game, his side pods and floor and probably his whole car is pretty damaged after that incident. On another note, Tambar, the Norwegian Alp Challenger, I just put it on provisional pole. A 115 blank, a truly blank, 3 series at the end, beating Ankbank with 31 thousandths. Awesome job by the Norwegian, and the TV in third place. Currently, this is looking like one of the best races for AlphaTauri yet. Of course, so everything can happen, so let's not go any further into that. This one Muppet improves by a few tenths, I believe. It's not the third guys at the bottom has all pitted. Oh, I think I know. I think Mike Bill had a qualifying ban. That was perhaps Ed. Yes, he's not taking another lap. Oh well, that's a shame for the former Tier 2 driver. A current Tier 2 driver, that is Rusty Oil Can in the Alfa Romeo, currently sitting in 14th place with a 117.1. I think that if he puts that time in 1 or 2 after, I think he'll be very happy with that. Yeah, he did the Premier and the Tier 1 race, and I'd assume that he would do the Tier 2 race. It would be very weird if he didn't. So it's looking like a very strong weekend here. He unfortunately DNF'd in the last race as there he brakes very late, close to the barrier. It's an outlap though, so we'll follow him here. I think that's quite a good exit out of the penultimate corner. So let's see. There he goes. With the DRS open wide. Let's see. Touches the curb, goes in quite early. Touches a lot of curb there. You don't want to do that in simulation damage. Could have probably earned 1 or 2 tenths there, but he takes the precautious route. Then here turns in. Yes, touched both apexes. Very good. And now here, that's a 2 apex hairpin. Want to take it pretty cautiously around there. Here then in the S section, don't lose it. Half throttles sometimes to be on the safe side, of course. Now here we have Darludo giving room. Then going down. Now then into the stadium section, a very tricky and technical, still very boring section, but awesome, of course. Penultimate corner, yes, a fine exit. What will it be? Unfortunately, it's not faster. It's slower with 2 tenths, so he won't improve. A person though who is also doing a lap here, like the TV, he's in third. There he invalidates. So yeah, that'll be a no for him on that one. Tambar's on the outlap, still on the S section though. We'll wait that. The AH is last with 6'10", so he will have to improve here on this lap. What can he do? I'd say get a pretty good exit out of that corner then. What's his first time? He has disadvantaged himself by 2 tenths. Yeah, he needs to get a move on. And oh, Monkey Pill, who I thought was disqualified, has just put in a new time, which puts him in 7th place, 17th, I'd say, sorry, with a couple of softs. And now the only driver who is not running with the soft tires, that's Frosty on the mediums. Let's see if they're here. JH, oh, he validates on that. Sorry, on one of the final turns. Unfortunate for him. Okay, now for Tambar, who is around a half tenth up on his own time, so he needs to improve here, as Costco needs to give space. The Haas driver, oh, that's way too late, buddy, I'm so sorry. Tambar will probably not improve. I'd be very surprised if he manages to. Probably quite furious at this point, yes. No! Sorry, he improves by 2.5 tenths. Very well done by Tambar. Sorry to Costco if I was a bit harsh. He perhaps gave enough space. He just improved by 1 second, so... Oh, sorry, I'm not sure if my time is correct. They're probably quite poor, to be honest. Then rest... Oh, and their Sheriff has had a spin in the stadium section. Not a typical place to spin, I'd say, on this track. But you can spin at every turn in this game, especially if you're running no assists. And Ankbank won't approve, or will he focus on this round? Yeah. Now he goes into the pits. How about destroyer? Destroyer's up quite a lot. That's on the second. That won't improve CVTV. No, it does not improve. Hewlett retires. I think everybody's going into the pits. Now we have some stragglers here. An Alfa Romeo driver who's still to pit, but he's still finished. Everyone is finished. It's only our countdown that has lagged quite a lot. But there we are. That's finished. So then, we will then have the final timings. And then we have Tambar, the AlphaTauri driver, then Ankbank and Destroy. That is our top three. Then Stevie the TV, Ficudarian, Darludo, Suzuki, Alberto, Frosty, and Jesper, which sums up the top 10. Then at the low temp, we got Costco, Hewlett, Cass, Mo Power, Monkey Pill, Rusty, Sarah Shaft, K-Dog, Disqual Muppet, and JH, which rounds up the whole field. A pretty good and exciting qualifying, I would say. Of course, always no pit stops. So yeah, some drivers tried the mediums on the first run. Ankbank only drove on one tire this entire week. Qualifying, quite weird, but okay. Oh, well then. Here we are in a sunny Mexico. It's Mexico City. So yeah. We're heading on now. 2 minutes. Everybody's finishing their strategies. Perhaps checking their fuel levels. I don't know. Taking a pee break perhaps. Just calm me down. Where we usually do these 2 minutes. And there the 2-minute mark is up, and we are having a formation lap. So this very long straight here, very long. So we will see what happens. JH has been disqualified together with the disgruntled Muppet. I don't know whose fault that is, but luckily enough, they two are 20th and 19th place, which will mean that they won't be holding back anyone else out on the start, seeing as they'll have very cold tires. Yeah, JH and Scrum, they will probably get back though quite quickly, seeing as it's a hard braking spot with 18 drivers who are gonna have to brake in line. So yeah, they'll have time. Tambar then and Ankbank. They will be on the front row. Destroyer will look up on them, but still he will need to take precautions. Stevie, the TV will be behind him. Well, sorry, beside him. He will not be taking this chance lightly. So, the top 10 are all running soft cars. The horses 11 and 12 places are running mediums, together with Monkey Bill in 15th place and K-Dog in 18th place. As we then are lining up. As K-Dog and Shadow Shaft sums it up by breaking their three lights, 4 lights, 5, and it's 5 lights out, and away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix here for PRL Tier 1. Anyway, gets a good launch there, very good launch. Then out here, what will happen? They're beside each other. Tamer looks to get the better run. Yes, he does. But Ahmed tries to fight back. Tamer gets it done, and now we'll go into the S section. Then we can look back. Rusty Olken has spun. Hewlett has lost 3 or 4 places, I believe. Mil K-Dog has gained 5. Shershat, he has lost some. JH, I'm impressed with those cold tires. So, JH has earned 4 places, K-Dog has earned 5, and Mopower and Rusty has both lost 4. So they will have to regain posture here if they want a shot at some points. Oh, Sharshaft spins into the pit. That's a damaged wing. He'll need to box for that one. Luckily though, he's right at it, so I don't think they'll have any hard problems with that to get down there. Scrubs a bit out the exit, though Destroyer is too far off. It looks to have quite settled down now, though. Hewlett is the one running closest. Oh no, sorry, that's Cass. Looking up the inside, but can't really break that much later. Angpank has already gotten a 3-second time penalty. Running second, that's not good. That only puts Tabor in more confidence, almost being within the 1 second gap of the Swede. There we have Mo Power. You should not use more ERS than that. The move is almost done, I'd say. As the strong Muppet spins. That's not looking good for the Merc driver. He'll have to regain pace there. That's Monkey Pill. No. Yes, it is. Huh. Oh, alright. Now, Cass has been on the hunt for Albata here for one lap. But he will get DRS. Now, going ahead, as my Wi-Fi is telling me to stop broadcasting. I don't know about that. Then going into the penultimate corner, it's a right-hander, quite easy, but you need to get a good exit. Oh, I see. Just the exact opposite, and he gets to pit actually for the tires. It does not look like this tier has any penalty for crossing. He should probably have gotten a time penalty. It looked like, perhaps not. All the process to him. Figdaren on the outside of Stevie the TV for third. He runs wide, tries to go along the outside. It's a tough ball again, but let's see then. In the SS. Oh, if Figdaren gets no space there, it looks like. But he gets it going, still in fourth. Though Destroyer's looking really hungry for that fourth spot. With the DRS though not close enough. He should be alongside for that corner, seeing as they don't gain full speed. But now though, Stevie the TV is bad out here. So he's in a very bad spot. Has to take the inside Figdaren though. Got I'd say not the perfect exit out of the last corner. The DRS won't help. He's already out of ERS. Both these drivers are actually not is actually running with quite a lot of ERS. Tambar is the only one in the top 5 with above 50%. Figdaren then will do this time. Not close enough to try anything at all. Oh, and that's Mo Power Cowboy, who have spun. Let's see if he has any damage though. Is his... No, it looks like his wing is full. No damage, hopefully. We'll see though in the later stages of this race. Figdaren and although it's a train behind the TV of a couple of cars. Yeah, he's holding him up. I'd say it's already after 6 laps, a 5-second gap to Ankbank, which I say that him and Tambar are the front runners. And there Figdaren will go on the inside. He has no ERS, but Steven TV does not have much either. But Steven TV then cuts the corner quite a lot, but I think it works. He will have DRS here. No, he won't. Okay, none of them will, apparently. As he leaves space. Oh, and it's a safety car. Oh, that's you must feel bad for TV. The TV there being so close, and then the safety car comes out. He needs to let up space. Let's see then here from the chef's view as Mofo Kawa's car disappears. It was in the final corner as the I guess American in the rebel car. He spun. Yeah, Tambar, who had built up quite a good lead to Ankbank's now lost it all. Then will they pit on this laps? If I'm not mistaken, the softs take quite a toll. Yes, looks like it. He will pit here. The Norwegian on lap 6. On lap 6. Ankbank will do the same. Darren, yes. All these drivers here are pitting for a set of new slicks. Hewlett, what about him? No, he stays out. Costco does the same. They're both running on the medium compound. But Tambar, with the lead that he has pulled out, still regains first position. As Hewlett now needs to back up because that was quite close. Too close for comfort. Yes, looks like everybody is pitting. Chef is probably very happy about this. Safety car, who is already out. Tambar is looking behind that red AMG safety car. Chef does not pit. He already has 4-lap-old mediums. He'd rather stay out and catch up. I think that's a quite smart decision. Although he could probably be able to get back in pace. But it's a risk, so he'll stay out. Now then, it looks like everybody, except the one who started on mediums and Chef, does have new mediums. Except for Alabama, who pitted for the softs. Now that's an interesting tactic here. What I always say when it comes to strategy is that your first and second tire should never be the same compound, because then if a safety car comes up further down the road for, let's say, another compound of softs, no, you'll need to take the mediums in this case, because if not, well, yeah, you will get disqualified. So yeah. Quite dull at the moment though. Not a lot to add and commentate. They're weaving and weaving and weaving. The two hot, but I'd say for Tambar, the fact that Hewlett and Costco, the two horses on old mediums, stayed out, I think that's gold worth for Tambar, who now has the option to simply get out. I'd say the two horses will probably try to defend from Ankbank, at least some. He'll have to be very aggressive then here in the start to not lose too much. So who has really lost on this safe car though? That's Stevie the TV, who has lost. No, sorry, that has lost anything. Although K-Dog and Monkey Pill did not pit. So that's where so that's where it looks like he had missed out. I was just about to say that Sato should probably go into that, and it will, as the FIA race managers are telling us on the board. So Tambar will let the Mercedes go. Then let's see here. What will he do? The finish line is quite close, so I'd say he will want to do it quite early. There he goes. Absolutely blazing. Hewlett doesn't have a shot. Ankmek also loses quite some time there. K-Dog and Michael, I don't know what happened here, but they two are above 1 second. That's not very usual. See, Figueroa takes that moment and overtakes down the inside on Monkey Pill. We'll see if the team try to also make an overtake work here then. Use some ERS. Looks down, brakes. Oh, Monkey Pill is good on the brakes. Perhaps quite a bit too good. Isn't able to make the brakes work though. Monkey Pill also loses Doluto. Perhaps pitting would have been the better option then. As now has an entire train of cars just waiting to overtake him. It's a swarm of cars here. He's speeding through. And Monkey Pill is losing position after position. Just now have a yellow flag for Cass, who has spun and crashed, and that's a new safety car. That's Share Shaft. Oh, okay, that's very risky. Share Shaft spins, and that's his wing. He wants to replicate it once again for the cameras. It's very good though, because he's so close to the pit wall. He can just come in for a new wing, and I'd assume some brand new tires, and those are a couple of new mediums though. Will probably make him quite a bit faster than, well, sorry, no, not a whole lot. Figueroa in the Mercedes, he might have some Wi-Fi problems. He left and now just now joined back in the session. That's perhaps why both Doluto and Stevie the TV has gotten him here on this lap. As their Doluto tries to overtake during safety car, but that's a no-go, of course. Then Hewlett pits. Kafka stays out for another half stint on these tires though. Hewlett goes for the softs, probably hoping for a new safety car down the road, as Cass then leaves the session after having DNF'd, unfortunately, in the penultimate corner once again. Now, Monkey Pill and Share Shafts are the two stragglers, with Monkey Pill though being in proximity and should be looking to break here, yes, as he is now in the train. Number only win for Share Shaft, and once again, but it shouldn't be any problems. Now, quite a lot of people have gotten some time penalties, and that's only to be expected. We can actually look though at who has the most. Everybody has 3 seconds of penalty who have So everyone who has penalties has 3 second penalties. I think that makes the grid quite even, luckily enough. I just want to check something. It looks like Tambar has 1 warning. So he'll need to make 2 more mishaps to make it even between him and Ankbank. Now then, the safety car is going in this lap. So then we'll see if Tambar does the same move. Now Ankbank is right behind him. So perhaps mixing it up to lose the McLaren. It's very tight on him. Ankbank moves for the better exit, but Tambar, oh, he waits for the finish line. Now Ankbank, no, he doesn't go. There he goes. I'd say that he perhaps lost. No, he did not. K-Dog looks to have gone a better exit. Still pretty even. Darludo did not get it. Steve the TV overtakes the Ferrari. They need to break into zone though. Darludo, he ghosts. Oh, and then it's quite horrible. Then there's a massive incident, of course, and there's carnage. With Stevie TV being a roadblock on wheels for the other cars to bump into. Luckily, though, no DNFs. Luckily enough, but yeah, he has lost his left end plate. You see, though, further up the grid, see if anything has happened. Suzuki is tied on Jesper. Looks like Costco. Yeah, Costco has spun it. Same with Kate. Oh, Minor is just having a mare at the moment. Now then, on the exit, Ludo is really gunning for it. Even before the DRS line kicks in and the straight, he doesn't even need the slipstream. That exit, which is too good from the Ferrari for K-Dog to do anything. It looks to be okay. Stevie the TV pits. Same with JH. So it looks like JH has lost his third his third front wing. That's not a good look for the Williams driver. It's probably the same with Disgruntled Muppet has also lost his wing. Together with Rusty. So 4 drivers having to pit on the first lap of the after the safety car release because of that turn 3 incident. It looks like Frosty gets the move down there. Squeezes Alabata to the max. And now Suzuki is very close to the Swede in the Aston Martin. Jesper goes quite wide, but it's all to block, which he succeeds with. And now Tambar is not getting Angbank off of him. Angbank is always in that 8/10 gap. I'd say he's pushing to get that DRS, which he probably will get this lap. Perhaps not on the main straight, but definitely on the latter one after the turn 1 complex. Yeah, not. Oh well, he will get the DRS here. Actually, seven tenths, 6 tenths, 5 tenths, 4 tenths. Into the braking spot, he has earned about 4 tenths on Tambar. Now this is short straight, but see what he can do here then. 5 tenths, 4 tenths. And back to 5 tenths, and then 6 tenths. But on this lap, I think that Angbank could be quite dangerous for Tambar. Definitely. And now, once again, there's a whole train. Although now, not behind Jesper, but behind Suzuki. Although I think that he is quietly releasing himself from that pack. Destroyer gets the move done into on the inside of the stadium complex, and then Hewlett follows with. He takes up Destroyer's offer and follows him. That's the old spear tactic, as I call it. Not a whole lot going on. Just looking it up. Okay, and now it's within the 6/10 mark, so that's 2 tenths closer than before. This could be something. Tambar has more ERS. He doesn't use it. Perhaps confident in that he can make it work here. Oh! Angbank! The two tile drivers! And Angbank collides after a tap with the Norwegian in second place in the championship standings. Does he have any damage? It did not look like any front wing pieces has been dropped, and that I think remains, though we'll see, as we now have K-Dog. No, we have Rusty, who has spun in the stadium section. And has an accountable mass of 0 front wings at the moment, so he will need to pit, and that means that he will be also the first car to being lapped on this race, unfortunately for him, as he retires out of this Grand Prix. Well, yes, in this game, if you have been lapped, it's very hard to regain posture, seeing as in a situation of safety car, they don't let you overtake and get unlapped. Ankbank does pit for a new set of, I'd say, tires and wings. Let's see what he moved on to. Yes, so that's a brand spanking new set of mediums. You'll have to run those for 17 laps. I think that could work for him. Sure, why not? These drivers are, I mean, if Albata can run his soft 11 laps, I don't see why Ankbank couldn't run his mediums 17 laps. Of course, in case nothing happens. Now that Tambar has truly ran with it. Almost a 7-second gap. Although he has gathered his first penalty, which is good, but it is also a 3-second penalty, so I don't think he worries a whole lot about that. The one with the most penalties, that is Shaft, who got 9 seconds. Though at this stage, I think that Premier had more, so I think that Tier 1 will have to look too bad upon this weekend when it comes to that. Now, Ankbank and CVTV had lost 11 and 12% respectively. The one who has gained the most is Monkey Pill, with 6% gained, and has gone to 9th place. That's a good race by him. Also want to point out Darludo, who sure is only 4th places, but it's 4 places in the top 5. So I think that that's a very good work. So I think that's very well driven by him. Tambar then moves on to lap 21. Fuel led on the Destroyer. He has the same tire comp as Jesper. Will probably, he can't please hit smelter. Yeah, he has DRS. As that Suzuki getting overtaken by the Swede. And there Jesper also has the DRS. So he's overtaken at least for this lap. And instead Suzuki will probably have to look backwards. Now there was a driver who had driven for 11 laps. He has now pitted. I'm not sure who that was. At least I don't remember it. Well, this is probably the most. Yeah, this is the only fight currently, and it is for 5th place between these 3 guys. These 3 guys here are gunning it out for 5th. So let's see then who will get it. Of course, Jesper, 4th, I mean. Of course, he doesn't have any DRS. Although that was Suzuki and Destroyer have. Another thing to point out, Destroyer is the only one out of these 3 without any penalties. As of now. Suzuki gets very close to Jesper. Will once again have the DRS. Now Jesper, will he be able to catch him here? No, he won't be. Then we'll have to wait another lap for that DRS train to follow once again. Now Albata, on those fresh mediums, is coming back on shower shafts. So yeah, the two McLarens are not having a good weekend all around, and at this stage they're looking at 0 points. Although their chances will probably brighten up as the race progresses on. Now that this is racing here, Jesper keeps it to the inside, weaves and weaves and weaves, wants to get Suzuki off this gearbox, who's looking down inside, not close enough. And Destroyer has, for this whole segment, not been close enough. He perhaps has more wings than the two in front, seeing as he's not been able to get a move done. This Royal Muppet overtakes Costco, and now that we have cars pitting, Frost has pitted for Brandon Mediums together with Hewlett, who has done the same. Albat has also overtaken Shershaft and is gapping him by 1 second a lap, as K-Dog has retired. I would say that's probably into the pits though. Yeah, I'd assume it is. So no worries for any safety car to appear. Then now Suzuki is closer than before, I'd say. So let's see then. Just press 10% more ERS. Doesn't use it at this stage. Suzuki hopes that his DRS can hold him on to it. Brakes later than him on the inside and overtakes Jesper, who will have the DRS on this complex. It is Suzuki who then clears this the Aston Martin driver, as their JH gets the blue flag and moves on past quite cleanly from this battle. I guess that Hewlett just overtook Shershaft as well. But this is the main battle here. Can Jesper, who has lost 9/10, regain that time here into the stadium section, or will Destroyer come knocking on the door and try to overtake Jesper as well? The two drivers pit. Monkey has been driven for 12 laps. Will he pit this lap? No, he stays out, but these guys will. All going on to brand new softs. Everyone except for Jesper, who is holding back on those old mediums. They will probably though not be able to go the distance. As Hewlett gets the provisional fast lap. That's very good by him to really show the speed of that horse. Now then, Destroyer on the inside of Alabama. He has a way faster compound and he makes them work. That's a good overtake. Textbook on the inside. Hewlett is very close to Albata. Newer and quicker tires. Can Albata defend? He won't have the DRS of Destroyer. He's 1 second too much ahead. Although Hewlett will of course have it, but he gets not the best exit. I think that Albata is safe for this. Hewlett, oh, looks on the inside. That could have been, but it would have been very risky. But both Albata and Hewlett is And now gain up to Jesper, who has pitted. So the overcut has made him lose 2 seconds, and destroys undercut has made him gain 2 seconds. As math works. And now Tambar pits, the leader of the race, on 19 lap old mediums, pits for a brand new set of softs. Monkey Pill has 4 lap old softs. They are very well used. He should look to pit this lap as well. Yes, he does. That means that Don Ludo is in P2 and Ficadari in P3 respectively. It looks like Suzuki has... Actually, never mind. Yeah, Monkey Pits has pitted. Where will he end up? As we see Stevie the TV going out, yeah, he'll be ahead of Stevie the TV with quite a margin, I'd say. Although for a driver like Stevie the TV, this is the perfect time for a safety car. He'd be very happy if that occurred now, but I think that the chances of that is pretty slim. That's their JDH. Let's Daluda by as well. It's good sportsmanship by him to still race though. Well, we like to see that in PRL here. Yeah. Of course, anything can happen. As we here, let's figure Darren by, who also gets the DRS. Quite luckily for the Mercedes driver. Albat is currently the only car. No, sorry, he's one of 2 cars within the 1 second gap. Ankbank though is way closer and will overtake Frosty. Ankbank's tires are older, but I think he has the advantage in skill, seeing as he was P2 before that incident with Tambar. Frosty gets a 3-second penalty. Let's look back at that. Who has the most? That's Monkey... No, sorry. It's Shadow Shaft with 17 seconds. That's probably 12 seconds and a 5-second penalty, I assume, as Tambar gets the fastest lap. A 1:16 blank. Then Shadow Shaft, yeah, 10 seconds. Then Stevie the TV and Monkey Pill with 12 and 11 seconds respectively. Then JH and Frosty with 9 seconds. Although now Tambar has 6 seconds and Darludo has 3 seconds. So yeah, Darludo needs to catch with 7 seconds, and then he has net P1. But currently it's not looking like it, seeing as Tambar just put in the fast lap of the race. There, I think in that complex, and yeah, I think Alvaro lets Ankbank through. Now Albata will need to tackle Frosty, who looks to have quicker tires plus the DRS, which Albata probably won't have if he doesn't really speed through this section, which I probably would. At least tell Ankbank, no, Ankbank can't slow down, he also has DRS. It's on the cusp. Then Frosty here will have the DRS. Ankbank will also have that. Probably got quite a poor exit. SJH pits once again. No, sorry, no, he doesn't. He just leaves space. A lot of drivers here now ranking up the penalties. Just trying to get in 3 seconds. But now Frosty is so close to the back of Albata, who just needs to stick it. Frosty should be able to get that overtake done this lap. If he gets a decent exit here. Oh, it looked like the back squirmed quite a bit, but still within the half second gap and on to the DRS. Although he has 0 ERS, that shouldn't be a whole lot of problem for him. Although there he gets quite a bad exit with Albata having so much more. Oh, right. Frosty will get the DRS there though. Seeing as there is no DRS line for the second one. I'd say that's quite bad, but hey, it is what it is. So Frosty gets the move done. Although Albata just needs to stick it within, no, he would have needed to stick it within these 1 second gap, but he's now in the 1.3 gap. That's not gonna work. Monkey Pill, though, on the softs, he's planning on overtaking him as well, as Hewlett gets overtaken by Ankbank. We now only have 4 laps to go in this, I'd say, very eventful Grand Prix. A good Mexican Grand Prix, at least for now. Now that Monkey Pill is so close to Albata. Of course, here's now what we want to do the overtake. It's on the main straight, so there he gets the DRS. Now it's just about driving. He probably doesn't even need the DRS to use. I won't say anything about it. There he makes the over. There makes. What the hell's it called? Makes the move work. Makes the move work. Now Alabama will not be able to do anything. Monkey Pill on Frosty. He's within half a second. They have equal amount of ERS. The DRS will do all the work here, as Monkey Pill soon passed even before the DRS line, the braking point. Now then, let's go back to this time penalty segment. It's quite interesting, seeing as this from Muppet is currently looking at a well, it's looking towards the 13th position. Steve the TV is looking at 12th. Albert could be looking for a 9th position here. They just keep it clean. There's a battle going on. Two abreast in the penultimate corner. Who gets the DRS? It's Monkey Pill with the DRS. Yeah, Destroyer's looking towards the 4th place. And Samurai is currently looking towards a pretty convincingly 1st place. Now though, Jesper is actually within the 1 second, as Tambar is now on the penultimate lap. What will happen? Now all these drivers here has the DRS. That's bad news for Jesper though, who was probably hoping to make something work here. But it's very bad news for Suzuki. He only has 3/10 of margin. Although Charlotte did not get the best of exits that did Jesper do though. Who there is going to stick. Jesper gives no... Oh, sorry. Destroy pushes him wide. Although Jesper here should not work too hard, he still has a 9-second time penalty. It's not worth it risking anything, I say, but it's still just fun. As Tambar has crossed the line to win the Mexican Grand Prix. Then Darluda comes by. If there is any fireworks going on, doesn't look like it. Yeah, so Destroy and Jesper, the Suzuki gets 6th place. Then we have Ankbank getting 7th and Hule getting 7th. Sorry, Ankbank drops down 1 place. Then let's see, Monkey Pill gets 10th, Frosty gets 9th, Alabama gets 9th. Which means that Monkey Pill gets 0 points here. That Stevie the TV and Shower Shaft will both have probably get 0 points, as they have a huge amount of penalties. As the rain is starting to come, ladies and gentlemen, the rain has started after the final lap. Well, that could have been quite interesting if it come like 10 minutes early, but no. That's race over. As drive today comes to Hewlett, I think that's quite fair. Start on the mediums, together with his hat companion, then the Norwegian AlphaTauri driver, of course I'm an AlphaTauri fan, gets the dub. In the Mexican Grand Prix, he is the winner of Tier 1. Awesome job here. Together with his two partners, or sorry, should I say opponents on the podium. So Darludo and Figueiredo. Awesome work about those two. Then we have it. The ones who got points was Tambar, Darludo, Figueiredo and Destroyer, Jesper, Suzuki, Hewlett, Ankbank, Albata, and Frosty. Now Tambar also got the fastest lap. It was very good by him. Just going to go through all of these as per PRL regulation. But that is PRL Tier 1, the Mexican Grand Prix over. Thanks to everybody who has watched. We'll see you in just about a couple of minutes for the Tier 2 race. Have a good one.